Okay, welcome everyone to the semifinals here. I'll be broadcasting AAA versus TNR. As always, I'm going to make sure that my stream sounds good, so give me 1 second. Also, I've also got to change the title as well. But this is fine. We got about a few minutes before the match actually begins, as people are still teleporting in. That's an ad. Alright, 1 second. Play versus TNR. Alright, so that should look fine there. Alright, let's go back to the channel, make sure it sounds good, and that way I can see all of your chats. Okay, go there. Nah. Got all these ads. Go away, ads. Okay, good. We sound good. Alright, so welcome everybody. What's going on, bro? Good to see you in chat. Usually my first one here. AAA versus TNR over here. AAA in the red. Looks like they're starting to file on in. And then TNR over here. Not as many over here. Not a whole lot over here. Well, there is another match going on, so for some reason this one ends up being not as many, then and it not as competitive. I may go over to that one. I think it's WAT versus WIN. What's going on, Pac? Hola, how you doing? Good to have people in here so early. We got another minute, 1 minute before the match begins. Just letting people file in. AAA versus TNR. Like I said, right now, see quite a few over here on the side of AAA. That's a green version of that skin. I haven't seen that one. That's pretty cool. Oh, yeah, wait, that's from the sea battle. Yeah. But then over here, we don't have as many people. I'm assuming they're just a little late and they're coming on in. But like I said, if this turns out to be a match that isn't competitive, we may go on over to the other one, but I think they may have even blocked other streamers from going ones that they couldn't go to, so I don't know. We'll have to watch it. Pretty good, Pack. How about you? Oh, Malachi. 10 seconds until the match begins. We'll see how competitive this one is. I mean, technically 13 versus 8. That's not bad, if you think about it. 14 versus 8 now. All right, incoming. So let's zoom in on the crystal mine, see who's going there first, because people are usually betting on where that goes in the esports events. Some of the supply points are being taken early. See a lot of lines coming in from AAA's side. No one's really going after the crystal mine yet. Pretty much red owned so far. I don't see any lines going from the blue side. At least not yet. Oh, there we go. So Crystal Mine is finally going to be occupied over here. Looking like it's going to be AAA who gets it. So anyone who voted for AAA, good job. You may have won that bet there. As it looks like they occupied it and then they sent them back. I don't think there's anything in there. Let me see if I can't click it. Can't. There we go. Yeah, there's no troops in there. So they're just occupying it. Blue has not moved once. So like I said, if it turns out to be this way, I'm just going to go on ahead and go over to the other game. See if I can't cast that, because no one wants to watch a game where there's no activity. Although, right now, there's only 5 castles down. There's 10 over here. Oh, here we go. Well, no, that's just a regular march. Yeah, everything's red right now, so I don't really know if TNR is going to be doing any sort of battle. Oh, they're going after a single teleport point. All right. They're only marching 10 troops into there, and see a 11K march going into that. Yeah, I mean, unless they're just waiting for their king or something, this might be a dead battle, everyone. So what I'll probably end up doing in about, I'm going to give about 5 minutes. Actually, now we'll give about 4 minutes. So about my time at 10:50, if there's no action from blue side, I will leave this match and I will go check out Win versus Watt. And we'll see if I can view that first and foremost. And then we will see if there's any action going over there. If I can't get in, then we may have to come back here and see if there's more action. But, yeah, no sense in me casting a dead fight. Literally, only one person has popped their bubble, and they went after a teleport point. Well, the second person popped theirs, but literally nothing is blue. Everything is red. I mean, this is look how, I think that's an awesome skin there for the king. I love that. Oh god, 6.3 billion. It's possible that's the reason why they're just like, we may not be able to put up any fight against them, but yeah, this is looking like AAA is gonna win this if TNR does nothing else. Looks like I'm gonna check here. Yeah, I mean, okay, so we have one castle rally. We're gonna see if anything happened. Oh, it's already been burned. I don't think there was any report. Oh, here we go. Oh, they were just dueling him. No, they weren't. They single marched him. That's what? Oh goodness. Oh, look at those stats. Oh god, he got single marched. He got single marched and larged 204 million power. What? He got zeroed. He got zeroed. He was at like, he had my levels of power, not my stats. My stats are better than him, but that's guys, that's a single march. About 950,000 troops going into a person that had 46 million. If for no other reason, we're going to stay here just so we can analyze that in a second. Oh my goodness. All right, but there's a super rally going on over here. I don't think these guys got the memo that there are permanent losses. I don't think they did. Okay, well anyway. So we're going to watch this carefully. We're going to see if this person bubbles. I feel bad for that person. All right, incoming. It's being marched upon. Let's look at it. So his power is 601 million. Goes through. We're still waiting for it to calculate, so we'll get a kind of an idea how it went right here. That's not a huge loss. It's about that's a little bit less than a 50 million loss. All right, so it says so close. Oh, okay, so they set a couple of rallies, it looks like. Alright, so the first one was definitely well, that was just a single march, though. Sorry, that's my bad. Set another single march, literally, it's not going to do anything. The rally, oh wow, the rally, he even held up well against the rally. He hardly lost anything. And this is the same guy who single marched and literally killed an entire 200 million castle. Like, what the heck? And yet, we're seeing this trend here. If you guys look here, Archers is the highest attack percentage. So yet another archer player. We've been seeing a lot of those recently. Let me look and see what his... Do I have concise view yet? I do not have concise view. I really want that concise view. So let's see what the archer count was. I think they're usually towards the bottom over here, past the cav. No, okay. So here's the archers. Okay, they really didn't do a whole lot, but then again, they went into a very strong castle where there wasn't a huge power loss. So is there anything else going on? Okay, so there is. So I want to go back to that, to this. Like, this is ridiculous. You guys were just joining us. Someone got single marched and lost almost all their troops. So that's a thing. But it looks like they were... I want to see if they had anything on their walls, too. So let's see what did the most damage here. See a normal rainbow array here. I mean, look at that. Even the... keep trying to get rid of those scrolling texts. Now I'm just going to let it go. So even the shield Even the shield infantry did 246,000. I've never seen that happen before, just so you know. Let's see. 12 million! 12 million from T13 Siege. That's ridiculous. Oh, I'm sorry. That just went up a lot more. What? How? That's interesting. Wow. I don't think anything's going to beat that much. I mean, there's probably going to be a couple other ones, but the Siege looked like they just did work. And that's technically a Siege, too, so that's 1.7 million right there. That's, oh my goodness. Yeah, the Cav hardly did anything. There weren't that many Cav to begin with, though, it looks like. Looks like it was mostly just Siege. So this is a Siege player. Yeah, look at that. T11 Siege. I was kind of looking for that, too. 1 million off the bat from that. 1 million from there. Okay, so they did have someone on the wall, so that's at least good. I mean, their enhancements are subpar, obviously, but dang. So what was his Siege attack is what I'm wondering. 1684 Siege attack. Okay, so I'm starting to understand something here. Siege engine damage 75%. Basic siege engine attack 36. That is huge. And he used a lot of other buffs like non-rallies and everything. So that is something I'm going to want to save. Oh, we got a couple more rallies going on. Going after QQ. Double rally set. I don't think anything else happened while we were away. No, nothing else happened. So this is the next rally that's about to occur. I am legitimately going to be screenshotting that, though. That is... wow. I mean, this is going to be clearly a AAA win. Like, TNR didn't even march on the beginning. So we're just watching these to see what happens. Late reinforcement, but it will get there in time. What was his power before? 590? Okay. But there was a double rally on this, so I would assume this person's going to experience losses. And if we're only going to see castle rallies, we might as well stay. We already know AAA is going to win this, but, I mean, just seeing that alone is just ridiculous. And I'm probably going to send that over to my buddies. Nothing yet. Oh! That's 100 mil loss. That's over 100 mil loss. Alright, so the first one was a victory. I mean, it wasn't, but... I mean, you guys understand. If there's no survivors, it's a defeat. But the power loss was bigger on the defending person's side. And then the second one went through. There's probably no time to heal. Yep, there was 17 million losses. Again, those are permanent losses. Great stats on the side of the defender, but 1769 cav attack. This guy's castle is just superb. Jeezum. I would assume he's going to bubble, but we just don't know. We just don't know. Alright, so this guy had some more infantry-focused troops. Nearly 1 million from his paladin on his normal paladins. His enhanced paladins did nearly 1 million combined on their own there. I mean, perfect enhancements from both of these rally setters, so that's impressive. The Cav didn't do nearly as much, but not many were sent either. I mean, for the amount that were sent, they still did good kills. Yeah, it looks like it was mostly infantry focused. I mean, the Delphire's, for only setting about 7,000, them doing 72k kills, that's really good. That's really good. Again, you have to look at the numbers that were sent. Alright, what else is going on? We got another rally being sent. Yeah, he bubbled up. They're going back after him, and he is the one who took the best beating and didn't have too many... what the heck is that? There we go. He's the one who took the beating last time, and it wasn't that harsh. Again, for those, I see we got some more views. I just want to show you this one more time. This was a single march that did 204 million power loss. I'm only showing this again because I see we have a lot more viewers. And there went that. Hold on, I'm going back in. Sometimes that happens, folks. I lose my power here. But again, we're going to get right back into this. I really want to show this. 204 million power loss, and this was a siege engine player. He's a siege engine player, and I know that because that's the biggest stats here. But also, look how strong these T13 are with full enhancements. 12 million from non-enhanced 10, and then you have a combined 24. They just did all of the damage. They just went through and went to town. It's ridiculous. So we did miss the other rally in case it did go off, and it looks like it did. It looks like he might have bubbled. I'm actually going to go back on over here. Okay, so we're still waiting for this to potentially go through because oh my god, if that happens again, I swear. Stop doing that, game. You haven't done that to me in months. Yeah, we're only seeing duels right now, but there was... Oh, was it this one? Okay, so yeah, so this just occurred over here. Again, it was a very strong attack. It's just this person's defenses are just on point. I mean, nearly 300% defense damage against his offensives, which are, if I'm trying to find it, which are on par, actually. So really, it's just a matter of both stats are really comparable, and the castle just has way more troops. That's just the long and the short of it. However, they're still trying. They're still going after him. And he's saying, nah, you can keep bringing on some more. And the thing is, he's not losing hardly any troops, so to eat this rally is really no big deal to him. And we see it incoming. I wonder if they're just trying to switch up the formations and such, because they feel like they can get this probably. I feel bad for the guy on fire over here, because clearly he must have disconnected. Or he rage quit because he lost all of his troops. It's definitely one or the other. So that's the same one. That's not the one we're looking for. We're looking for the most recent one that marched. And it doesn't look like his powers went down much, but it doesn't look like we've also calculated anything either. Still calculating. So I'm going to go over here really quick, and I am going to make sure I send this on over to my buddies. Can't hit it. So I may have to screenshot if I can't actually send it on over, because this is ridiculous. So again, if you're just tuning in, everybody, we've had only castle rallies, as TNR is not really fighting for this competition. They're pretty happy where they are, apparently. But I mean, when you look at who you're facing, how strong those contingents were, I mean, it makes sense, you know. I really want to send that over if I can. Actually, I might have. Actually, I think that was in my that might have been sent over to my Alliance chat. But just in case it wasn't, I'm going to screenshot a bunch of these. All right, infantry damage. Make sure I get that in there. Mostly, also want to get the siege engine attacks and everything. All right, so there's that. Yeah, and I really want to go down here. I mean, just look at that, guys. Again, I can't stress this enough. That is a single march. This was a person marching in with less than 1 million troops. I want to get this. That's just funny. The shield infantry did nearly 275,000 kills. Yeah, so there's really nothing else going on. I think they've kind of given up on attacking this guy because they're just not getting anywhere. And everybody else appears to be bubbled, with the exception of the of Night Hunter over here. Not sure if they want to go for him or not. I mean, this guy, again, this is the guy who got single marched. He has not bubbled. But we can also tell based on his base power. You can tell by his base power, he's only 37 million. Like, his castle is not well trained, and he should not have unbubbled. Like, for whatever reason he unbubbled, it should not have happened. Never mind, they're going after this guy again. They want blood on him. So we'll watch and see what happens on this. How am I wicked? How am I wicked? I'm only telling the truth. I do feel bad for him. Like, to lose your castle in just 2 marches that weren't rallies, I mean, Oh, so I don't think he knows that those are permanent losses. Like, he's not going to go back to the kingdom and all of a sudden they're back. These are permanent losses. That's why they're in the loss category. No, it's so bad. So we can't see... I'm not sure which marcher that was. I don't think that was the... Oh, this is the siege guy. This is the siege player who is rallying currently. Well, I'm only recording the battle report because it's so unique. Like, it's ridiculous how strong that... I mean, it's not, though, if you think about it. If you looked at the other guy's stats, his stats were that of an average player. And then you have a monster coming in with full enhanced T13 siege. So, I guess in a way, those numbers aren't unfounded, but it's just... Man, I've seen very few of those monsters. I've seen a couple in like AB, in the vein even, but that's it. All right, so they're setting another rally for him. It was kind of delayed. So if I remember right, he had about 601 million. Yeah, he's not losing a whole lot. It's a victory though. It was better. So this guy's attack was better. And is he still... No, he switched. This was the siege player. He switched stats to archers. And that's just what these players can do. They have sets for almost everything. So, if we look on down, his siege are probably not going to do nearly as much. So, infantry did about 100k there. That's not too bad. His siege still did pretty good with the current enhancements. So combined, we're looking at about 600k. But he's archer focused. I mean, even his Vugelman did pretty good too. Trying to get down to the archers because that is what his main focus looks like. But no, his archers are not doing much work. It's be a coincidence that those are the best right now. Either way, there's a second round. Oh, did he finally port? Did he port or is that a glitch? Yeah, I think he finally ported. Well, did he take any losses from that? No, he's not taking any losses. His wounded are just staying intact. So again, the only one who is unbubbled and has troops to be killed, potentially, is their I can't talk right now, financial officer over here, the Night Hunter. So I'm not sure if they're going to want to do that. So where did he port to? Because I don't see where he ported. I wonder if he just left. He might have just left the game. Because, oh, is he right here? Yeah, okay, he ported right here. Alright, who are they? Alright, they're setting it on him again. So they're probably going to keep making him hop. Unless he just wants to bubble. I mean, I would say they're going to make them waste all of their teleport points, but they have 19 of those left, so they're not losing those. Oh, I see another rally. Okay, Night Hunter is about to be hit. So we have one for Night Hunter, and we have one for Yumu. I'll call him Yumu. It works. Yeah, for those of you guys who are just tuning in, this match is pretty much decided. AAA is absolutely going to win this. TNR did not put up any sort of fight. They didn't really march on any buildings at the beginning. So really, we're only looking at castle rallies. And I'm thinking what's happening here, and I can't be certain because I can't look at their chats, but I don't think TNR intended to play this match. Instead, they're letting a few of their strong castles eat rallies, and then reinforcements come in so they can get some points on these. That's my only guess. Because there's no reason... By the way, this one went through. There's no reason to have your castles open unless you're just testing out your formations or if you're just trying to farm up points and such. I mean, people who send in defenses are really not going to get a bunch of points from this, though. I don't think... Did this one go through? No, this one didn't go through, I don't think. So I will be very interested to see how well this goes with Night Hunter. Since we do not know how well... Let's see, he had 676 mil, so we'll see what happens after we see some animations. Still the same. Alright, so it looks like a 60 million power loss. 75, never mind. Oh, goodness! What happened to your hospital? Why do you have so many losses? Oh, wow. The other one had hardly any losses. Alright, well, then that happened. Did he switch back to Siege? Oh, see, again, same guy. Switched over stats, went to Siege. The Siege probably went to town on this guy. Again, they just keep switching their stuff up. I've never seen this. Wow, 2.9 million from the T13. Again, fully enhanced T13. High stats all around for them. Huge, huge kills. How did the T11 do? That's what I'm wondering. I don't know why they're not grouped up like this. The Elephants didn't do a whole lot. That's kind of interesting. I've rarely seen them perform at all, so I don't know if they're like even that good, really. But let's go over here. I want to see what the T11s did. T10s didn't do a whole lot. T11s didn't even do a whole lot. They're usually the money makers. So the T13 is where it's at for this. Seeing another rally being set for Night Hunter. I would suggest he bubbles at this point. He's lost tremendous amounts. We're going to see it again, though. Is it the same guy? Yep, same Siege guy. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. No, okay, he ported. And he's over here. So that happened. There is nobody else who is unbubbled, so it's really going to be up to these two if they're still going to do things. Oh, someone else ported. This is a new person. Their Scholar ported in. Alright, well, alright, so I stand corrected. These three are still unbubbled. So we may see something out of them. I want to check this. I hope I didn't send it to this chat. Oh, this is my Alliance chat. Oh, hold on. Let me see if it's if I have the report that I sent. I don't see it. All right, let me try and send it again because again, I'm sorry I'm taking time away from this. I really want to post this. All right, so I have that. All the way down. Yeah, no, it does not post it, so sadly I can't keep this. That's annoying. Yes, this is the DC Plus. This is the semifinals, Zed. Unfortunately, you've come into a match that is dead, but we are watching super rallies on castles, of the which one person lost 200 million power already. So that's a thing. And the Scholar is currently being rallied against. So it looks like, trying to think here, 2, 4, 6, 8. All right, so we're gonna have one more final round. We're gonna have one more big round before the finals after this. So AAA will go on to face the winner of Win and Watt. 670 million power. Let's remember that because the march is about to begin. Yeah, Zed, what happens is if the hospital gets flipped, like everything goes to wounded like normal hospital capacity, and then if it gets flipped, it goes to losses, and those are permanent losses. Alright, looks like it went through. Let me look over here. Oh, it's so close. Well, I mean, that's still pretty good. Again, if he's staying on the Siege track, and he's still saying Siege. And he did pretty good. However, it was not a whole lot of losses. So he'll be able to heal all those up. Everybody who is reinforcing it will be able to heal those up. And, yeah, no, this was a pretty good march into him. Defensives are pretty on point. Not bad at all. Look at that offensive damage, 302%. That's just nutty. All right, we have a couple of more rallies being set. One was against Night Hunter. They jumped. Now we've also got Yomu. So Yomu may stand and eat this. But Yomu's been taking this the best so far. Like all of his rallies, he's hardly lost anything. we go to the points, I mean, this will kind of tell a tale, too. Yeah, so Youmu's the only one who has max points right now. I feel so bad for the guy who lost all of his people, because he hardly got any points for that, because there weren't any kills. Alright, so in about... Oh, okay, wait. Oh, that one got rally assaulted. You guys saw that, right? There was 28 seconds left. That was rally assaulted. So they wanted to make sure that went through. Surprised they didn't try that on Night Hunter, though. Yeah, again, Youmu's contingent is just holding strong. No losses whatsoever. Only wounded. And not as big of a power loss as from what AAA was trying to send at him. So, very strong. And the defender is an archer player. There's 1356% archer attack. Everybody else doesn't even pale in comparison to those numbers. Infantry is about 11. That's his second best. No, I'm sorry, Cav is his second best at 1200. But there's a reason why Youmu is not bubbled yet. He just does not have to. He can eat all of these. Although Youmu is like the only one who doesn't need points right now. So he can technically bubble and be like, I'm done with the game. Just looking around to see if anyone else is unbubbled, and they haven't. There's really no point to. I can't get over that single march. My goodness. It's just so powerful. So we'll see if there's going to be any more action. Again, there's still 3 castles that are not bubbled and have troops to be killed. So we'll see if they send any rallies. If they don't, we may try and scoot over to the other match to see what's going on. Win versus Watt. I covered one of them last week. I forgot which one it was already. But they advanced. That one should be very competitive. As a matter of fact, let's because I do have other tickets. Let's leave this really quick. Let's go over to the other match and see if I can't even get in. Very disappointed I couldn't send the report over here. Very disappointed, but that's okay. So let's go over here. Let's see if I can enter the other match. So that's Watt versus Win. Watson versus Winner. Oh, maybe I can get in. All right, hold on. Hold on, folks. We may get to watch a real match. Oh, I can get in. Nice. All right, so what's going on over here? Oh, no. Is it the same thing? Oh, that's unfortunate. So both sides were a bust. Oh, wait. Hold on. No, I've got to reset something. Hold on, guys. Get you right back in. I forgot. There's a glitch as soon as you log in. I have to literally restart the game. Okay, there we go. That's surprising there's no points. That doesn't make any sense. Well, this one's all glitched up. Well, darn it. But it looks like no one on Win's side has unbubbled. Like, at all. Alright, so this one's even more boring than the last. There are no battle reports. Alright, guess what, folks? We're going back to the other match. I mean, I tried. I thought maybe. Alright. Hey, we're going back to the other match, folks. That is Alright, so then I'm happy. That means I picked the right match to go to. At least this match has some action. That's it. There are no points on the other team. So it looks like it's going to be WAT versus AAA in the quarterfinals. Oh shoot, I got the glitch again. Hold on. Hold on, folks. My goodness. I mean, you would think at this point in the game, like, logs, like, there would not be any dead matches. Like, these guys have all proven themselves. They got to this point for a reason, right? Alright, well, alright, I want to try and find that first thing. There's just no way I can send that. So for those guys who are just coming on in, this is probably going to be one of the last things I do. Just just look in awe at this, at the single march going into a castle with 50 million troops. No, 48 million. And it just annihilated them. It was all because of Siege. Siege did that. And, yeah, the proof's in the numbers right here. I mean, ugh. That is nasty right there. That is absolutely ridiculous. If I made highlight reels, this would be on the highlight reel. So yeah, it doesn't look like there's any other... Oh, okay, they've all bubbled. No, they haven't all bubbled. The Scholar hasn't bubbled. Everyone else has, though. So... I mean, I would think so. So, like, Crush Your Skull, I mean, from what you're saying, like, if I go on over here, let's actually look. I am curious again, because I didn't really look at that. What was his Siege hero? It probably was what was his hero? Yeah, no, he is absolutely using the Siege hero. So that is absolutely correct. So, yeah, you think we can try the Siege at World Cup with Siege? Yeah, I think so. I think the Siege has to have a certain number, a certain threshold. And obviously the enhancements help a lot too. This guy has it all. He has all of his talent points in Siege. He has the Siege hero marching. He's got perfect enhancements on his T13s. T11s are perfect as well. And those, if you don't have T13s, T11s do a lot of work as well. But as we can see here, T13s trump them. They just do. I've never seen T13 Siege do anything ever. But this guy has perfect stats for that, so it works. So I would say if you're not willing to go the T13 route, the T11 Siege do tons of work on their own as well. So that's something you could definitely try out. And obviously, I mean, he probably has the equipment for Archangel that sets that has all Siege attack or Siege damage, offensive Siege damage, and everything. So I mean, everything is just perfect when it comes to that. Oh, hold on, we got a rally going on. Oh, okay, they're going after Susie. I don't think have we seen them? I don't think we've seen them be hit before. All right, so we'll definitely watch this. I was about to sign off, but I mean, as long as we have some action, we might as well stay, right? As long as we have some action here. I'm just really disappointed that I can't save these. Like, I thought I could. I thought I could save those. A normal rally? Oh. That's 1,000,000 troops. That is 1,000,000 troops. He is the rally center, and that is 1,000,000 troops. Well, that's interesting. Let's see if he'll eat it. Well, what they might do in this situation is they'll let the super rally slow march, and then they'll wait for the regular rally to go through so they can hit a double. They may even have the normal rally hit first to be kind of a tenderizer, and then hit it with the good stuff later on. World Cup stats are lower than DC. Typically, yeah. They give you a really good castle for World Cup, but it's usually not fully maxed out. And the reason for that is because they usually give you a ton of Archangel pieces, and you have to re-roll things. You have to get your Dragon Glass up. You have to re-roll the attributes on that. So some individual stats may vary, and it's because of that. I wonder if they canceled the second one. Everything's just painted red. It's not a whole lot of troops. Oh, okay. Actually, let's go back to that. Because that kind of tells us. No, come back. Oh, it must have already reached its destination. All right, let's go back. Yep, it has. That's why that happened. All right, let's see if any of those did anything. Yeah, I don't think I've seen this person get rallied yet. Oh, that was just that. Okay. Oh, wow. Very aptly named. It was a very narrow defeat. Again, he's staying with the siege. He did not switch. He switched over to Archer. That's why I keep saying that, because he did at one point switch to Archer just to try something, and it wasn't as effective as his siege. So it was a narrow defeat. Susie ended up weathering that storm. And now we have a normal rally going into it. Again, I really wish I could see if I can do this drop box. I want to see what his million troops are. It'd be hilarious if he just forewent the Rainbow Array and just sent a million siege. I think that would be hilarious. Just for science, right? I mean, what other time are you going to get to test this? Come on. So we'll see what a normal rally does. I mean, if I think what went through was a super. Yeah, that was a super. So I don't know how well this is going to fare. I guess he's compensating for the fact that it's a normal rally by hitting a very large March boost. That's the only thing I can think of. I don't know. Just speculation at this point. 5 seconds until it goes. And it looks like it is a full rally. 6.7 million troops coming on in. Currently being slow marched. Oh, and fast marched. What was he at before? Okay, 665 is what we're looking at from before. Gonna keep checking that. Yeah, no, see, that did not do anything near what I thought it was gonna do. Yeah, no, it's not gonna be enough. So, what did he say? See, now look again. Look at the Archer. It's bigger now. So he switched over. He probably just switched over his gear. I don't think he did his talent points. Although he sent his siege hero. What did he send a million of? Yeah, look at that, guys. So there were 360,000 of the siege going in there for just normals, and they did 1.4 million. He switched up something that made his stats go different, but his siege is still his primary hitters. T12 don't perform that well from what I've seen. It's very weird. Like, if you guys are watching any of my old videos, I predicted that T12 siege was going to be the best, purely because of their numbers that they showed. But it did not pan out as well as I thought it would. I'm only scrolling now because I want to see the T11 siege. T11 siege, there weren't many that were sent. That's why. Only 12,000 normal. 13,000 enhanced. Yeah, those T13 siege are just where it's at. It's nasty what they're doing. But this is why we watch these matches, right? Because now we're seeing new metas form. People, if I had a way to circulate that battle report where the guy single marched and killed 200 million troops, I guarantee you siege would become the new meta. Because they'd be like, oh, look, it happened. If you do it, we just got to do it. Just do it. You know, that whole meme. Just do it. And then, lo and behold, Cav would be non-existent. You would have only siege marchers. So we'll wait a few minutes. We'll see if any more rallies are set. Literally, these are the only two who are unbubbled right now. Oh, the guy who got single march finally left. That's good. We'll wait a few minutes on this. We'll see if we get any more exciting things. Otherwise, oh, here we go. They're march on Susie again. Again, I mean, at this point, we're only doing this for science, right? Like, all of this is just for science. There's really no other reason to be doing these things. And clearly, I mean, unless they may be trying to get points, but if that's the case, the other guy would have left a long time ago. Okay, those are TNR troops going backwards. So I guess whatever the reinforcements were, they were like, nah, we don't want any of that. 665. Yeah, I'm really hoping that the next 2 rounds aren't boring like this. The other 2 matches, like BK1 and then the other people who were going at it, like those were during times that I was doing things. I couldn't stream those. Like right now when this began, it was like 10:30, so that's like a perfect time for me to wake up. And I really hope the finals aren't like that. I mean, I will just have to soldier through and call those matches if I have to. Man, I don't want to wake up that early. You will not get a very exuberant will bender. So I think that went through. Let's look and see what we have here. Oh, geez, they switched up something, because that's way bigger. 9.6 million power loss, and again, the defending person's stats are that of a very above average player. We just see a monster going into him. That's the only thing that's happening here. Now this clearly looks like Cav and Archer focus now. This guy took his focus off of Siege. He had to have, right? Because the stats are different. And yeah, so this is the first time... Wait, is this the same guy? By his picture? Okay, same guy. Unless it's just the same portrait. Might just be a different guy then with the same portrait. I don't know. Either way. So we're going through it. It looks like he's Cav and infantry focus. And indeed he is. We see the Paladins doing a combined 1 million. Which is very good. It might be the same guy. He just didn't... Yeah, he switched up his march up. The Vogelman doing not as good a work as I thought they would do. Usually they scale pretty well, but I guess in these higher realms, Paladins just take over. T13 or T13 for a reason, I guess. T12 are barely doing anything, but there's barely any scent. So he was more... It looks like he was more infantry focused. And Selma's a good reason why you'd send that out too. So, I mean, that's the thing as well. So, yeah, so there's that there. And we see another march going to Susie, so we'll just see if they keep eating it. Someone needs to tell them that there are permanent losses here. Oh, that's bad, Andre. At my old work, I had to be up at 5:45 in order to get to work 4 days a week, so that was fun. Nowadays, I don't have to be up quite as early. But especially on the weekend, I like to at least be able to relax. If I can. Oh, and finally Susie said that she's had enough. Susie reported, and literally all we have left is, can't read it from here, Mitz. Mitz is the only one left. And if I remember right, Mitz actually put up a pretty good front against them. So we'll see if they stick around or they bubble. I would assume we're going to see a rally on them. And if they bubble, we literally have nothing left to watch. We just don't. Half hour into the match, AAA has been the clear winner since the beginning of this, since TNR did absolutely nothing at the start. They took no buildings, no marches. Well, that's not true. They tried to march on a teleport point for funsies, and it did not work. So they will go on to face, I believe it was Win in the other match, because we visited that match. And, yeah, that was even worse. There were no points on the side of WAT. And if I'm getting that mixed up, I do apologize. I will have to relook at it again. All right, so here we go. Mitz is being rallied. Literally the only castle that is left. So will they bubble? Oh, and here comes Yumu. Yumu came back bubbled. Well, looks like they're going to eat it. Probably we're still getting those scrolling texts. Like, there's literally nothing that should be noteworthy to talk about. Like, everything should be fine. Maybe they're waiting Fire Elemental of surprise. I mean, hey, you don't know. It's possible. That crit is strong. Let me tell you. Actually, I am curious. Where is this guy? Because I want to see what Lord level he is. I'm pretty sure he's pretty high. Yeah, Lord level 60. Max Lord level. Yeah. I don't know why I thought anything different. I really don't. So Max Lord level, focusing mostly on Siege, and rightfully so, they are just crushing the competition. It would be very interesting to see them go up against an actual team, like how well they would fare against someone of close to or equal power. What happened to Royal? I think they lost. I'm pretty sure Royal lost. I don't think that they're in this anymore. I know BK1's still in it. Did that go through? Yeah, so this one just went through. Yeah, and again, they are taking losses. It's not as big as some of the other people here, but still 1.5 million is, you know, nothing to shake a stick at here. Looking at their stats again, they changed up something drastic because their siege engine attack is only 1436. So I think now they're focusing on infantry, and the paladins will be able to tell me if that's the case, and it is. Not as much though. I mean, it's strong, but it's not as much. Again, they're probably just trying things out for science. Yeah, I don't know what happened with that Malachi. I don't know if he got his troops back or not. I'm pretty sure he just dismissed them. It could have been out of a fit of rage, but I legitimately do not know. I know some people out there are putting out theory videos about it, like, oh, what happened? What happened? What do you guys think? I have no clue. Unfortunately, I do not have ties to that group, so the information I get is limited. I guess they may still try and rally Mitts over here. I mean, they were a little successful with that march. I think they should just go back to the siege. Siege was just dominating. I mean, they could be looking at the layering inside of his castle and thinking that infantry are better. That's the only thing I can think of. Oh, and he bubbled. Okay, so then there is literally nothing left here. Everybody's bubbled. AAA will go on to the quarterfinals. Actually, I think this would be the quarterfinals. Either way. So basically what's going to happen, folks, is there's 2 more weeks worth of action. I believe next week it's just going to be the last 4 teams duking it out. Then the winners of those 2 will go to the finals. There'll probably be I don't think it'll be the week after that. I think they'll have a small, like, reprieve, like they kind of do with everything else, and then they'll hype up the match and everything. But yeah, I think AAA will go on to face... Well, here, before I log off, we'll go back on over here really quick. So I'm going to go back. We're going to look at the standings. Let's get an idea. Look at my pretty castle. So let's look at the lineup. So CHN versus 100. Okay, so CHN 1 and BK. So it'll be CHN versus BK1, and then it will be AAA versus whoever was winning this one. So let's go over here really quick. I forget because it's not on the same side. I thought it was WAT, but let's see. Yeah, okay. So WAT will go on to face AAA, and then BK1 will go and face the group from China. So those are going to be the matches next week. I'm not sure which one I'm going to stream yet because we don't have the times. But, yeah, well, there went that. Sorry, guys. Literally being dumb. But, yep, so that's going to be the stream, everybody. Thanks a lot for watching. We're going to end it a little bit early because there's literally no action, and there's really nothing to talk about here, unfortunately. Like, literally, this match, especially this match, WAT versus WIN, literally no battle reports. There is nothing here. But this will be fun to see these guys go up against AAA and their multi-talented arrays. So, everybody, thanks for watching. Want to give a special shout out to everybody who talked in chat. Crusher Skull, thanks a lot. Malachi, Charles, Andre, good to have you guys. EKE, one of my most loyal viewers, and I can't even pronounce your name. Sorry, bro. Z, thanks for talking to me earlier on today. Pack Gamer, thanks a lot. The Joan Cell Beerus, thanks for talking to me as well. Everybody, I hope you have a great weekend. Destiny, thank you for also talking to me. Really appreciate it. I mean, you know, I could keep chattering if I wanted, but, you know, we can't do that. Denny, who just came in to see me log off. Thanks a lot for coming on in really quick. Again, catch me next week. We'll be covering the quarterfinals to see who goes on to face who in the finals. Should be hyped up, should be good times. Anyway, thanks a lot for talking to me, everybody. And until next time, I will see you on the battlefield. Take care, everyone.